MMA locker room here. Mills Young with Tony Picks. We're about to go over UFC Fight Night, headlined by Marvin Vettori taking on Dolidze. And this is also the best prediction show ever if you guys want to get the best picks on who's going to finish the fight and if these fights are going to go the distance. We're playing the overs, we're playing the unders. I'm giving you guys the best betting numbers. Last week, coming off of an explosive week, 8-2 on our predictions out here. Can't complain. We're seeing the board right, seeing the fights how they're supposed to play out. We'll see if we can do the same thing for you guys this week. If you guys want my exclusive picks on what I'm betting on this card, hey, only thing you need to do is hit the premium picks up right here and see exactly what I'm betting on. Now look, I'm going to go through every single fight and let you guys know what the over and under is set at, and if I think this fight's going to go to the distance or it's going to finish. Let's go ahead. Let's get down to the business. Alright, first fight of the night, Duben taking on Carli Judice. They got the over is going to be set at 2.5 rounds and it's a -175. The under is going to be a +135. You know already in women fights, they always like to chalk it up to fights going the distance, right? And the over in this one is kind of set at that price tag. Over 2.5. I do think it gets there in here. Duben, she's won in a way explosive way in her first fight out, won by KO. Carli Judice usually goes to the decision so far in the UFC, but both of them do got finish ability. I think the dog is live in here too as well. Just looking back at her fights and looking at Carli Judice, I think Duben right now is going to come out here and surprise some people and turn the upset into a win. So let's go ahead and take the over in this one, man. I think this one goes to scorecards over 2.5 for sure. All right, next fight taking place. Josiane Nunes taking on Priscila Cachoeira. You got Josiane Nunes going to be the favorite in here. She's going to be the way smaller fighter. Compared to Priscila Cachoeira, she's going to have the height advantage on her. I want to say it's like 5'4" to probably like 5'6" or 7, and that's big for a women's division. Let's talk about the over and unders. The over is set at -2.5 and rounds, and that's at a -210. So in this one, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I don't think this one's going over, man. Both these girls got finish ability and both of them got chin issues, man. I like the dog in this one. I think the dog is live, and I got this one not going the distance at all. Next fight taking place, Barez taking Andre Lima. Andre Lima is the big favorite in here. Opened up a -2-1 favorite all the way up to a 4-1. They got the over 2.5 set at a -200. Now look, let's talk about this. This is something that I can see, okay? I like the over in here, man. Give me the fight to go over 2.5 rounds. Both these guys has been, tested so far in their UFC fights, and they've shown they're durable fighters. So give me the over in this one. I think Lima gets it done as well. Next fight taking place, Stephanie Luciano taking on Sam Hughes. All right, man. Luciano's going to be the favorite in there, okay? She's coming off of her UFC debut against a fighter that she fought once before in the Dana White Contender Series. They got the over 2.5 set at a -600. They letting you know the fight's going the distance, all right? So, look, you guys already know. Women's fights, they're supposed to go the distance. This one's going the distance. Sam Hughes is going to be a live fighter. She usually comes on later on in the round. So, if you guys are looking for a good bet, take Sam Hughes plus 3.5 points if you guys can get that on DraftKings. I do think the favorite wins in here, and I think this one goes to the distance as well. Next fight taking place, Vera taking on Judice Musasa. Musasa is going to be the big favorite, -750 in here. He's making his UFC debut. He's coming from the Democratic Congo. He's an explosive fighter. They got the over 1.5 set at a -160, under 1.5 set at a +130. Big favorite, -700 on the books. I do think this one goes a little bit over the 1.5. I don't think it goes the distance at all. So give me the over 1.5. And then give me fight not going the distance as well. Yeah, man, I think we could win 2 bets in one. All right, next fight taking place. SuYoung You taking on AJ Cunningham. All right, man. AJ Cunningham's going to be a big underdog in here. SuYoung You, -500 on the books. We can't bet that. This is what we can look at, though. Let's look at the fight and see if we can predict to go the distance. The over 2.5 is going to be at a -120. I really just don't feel comfortable with that because AJ Cunningham is stepping down to this weight class, and this is his first time fighting, and it's 2 weight classes down, okay? SuYoung Yu's not a good fighter. He's a road to a UFC fighter as well. Likes to go out there and grapple, but AJ Cunningham, who knows, man? You might be able to just grapple him down and finish him as well. So with that being said, man, Fight's not going the distance in this one, man. I could just see a finish. I'm not going to take the over 2.5 or anything. I just say fight's not going the distance. Waldo Acosta taking on Ryan Spann. Big boys, heavyweights in this one, man. Let's talk about it. They got Costa the favorite in here. He's a good boxer, a clean technician when it comes to his striking. The only thing is he doesn't have that finish ability, and he doesn't just have that it factor or that fight resume, right? The over 1.5 is going to be at a -180. The under 1.5 is at a +140. Ryan Spann, he's the guy that has the finish ability. He's the reason why I like this fight not going the distance. But then again, the slowness and inactivity of Waldo Acosta to just go all the ways to the scorecards. I can see this one going the distance as well, especially if Ryan Spann isn't able to get him out there in the first round. Oh, man. So with this first fight got announced, I looked at the plus money under 1.5 instead of giving +140. With all that being said, man, I can still see this one getting extended to the second, maybe round. But give me fight not going the distance in here. And I think Ryan Superman Spann is live for the upset in this one. Next fight taking place, we got a good one, man. Kevin Vallejos taking on SeungWoo Choi. Kevin Vallejos is a big favorite in this one, okay? So it's going to be hard to really bet on him and get a good read, okay? If you guys are trying to, like, parlay him. Psych. Take him to win inside the first round. That's how I think it's getting down in there. Let's talk about the odds, though, for the over and under in here so you guys can get some better odds and value. Over 1.5, -140. Under 1.5, +110. I think this one's going to finish in the first round, folks. So, man, I guess, yeah, you could take some plus money under 1.5 at +110. Or else, man, just take fight not going the distance. It's not probably going to be the same plus odds, but this one ain't going the distance, folks. And, yeah, there's no way this one's going the distance. Kevin Vallejos, he attacks the body way too much, and he has way too deadly combos. SeungWoo Choi is an explosive fighter out there, too, and he doesn't have any defense to rely on. So, yeah, man, I definitely like this fight to finish. Next fight taking place, man, we got Diyar Nurgozhay taking on Brendson Ribeiro. All right, Diyar Nurgozhay is -370 on the books. He had a problem making weight today, we seen out there, okay? So he was 5 pounds overweight. The fight goes on. In this one, though, he's making his UFC debut. They got the over 1.5 at a -160, under 1.5 at a +130. The only way the finish ability that I really see would be on both these fighters, man. Give me the fight not going the distance in here. I ain't going to take too long and try to give you guys the exact, prediction on here. If you guys want the exact prediction on there, check out my video over there at Pick Dogs. You guys can get a way more in depth of everything fight for fight. This is just to give you the fights that's going to finish and the fights that's not going the distance, the over and unders, and how to bet these numbers. All right, man, let's keep it going. Blackshear taking on Cody Gibson in this one. Blackshear is going to be a big favorite in there. -440 on the books, right? They got the over 2.5 at a -210, under 2.5 at a +160. Kind of tricky, man, because Cody Gibson is a durable fighter for the first round. Second round, he starts to slow down a little bit. He's been subbed in his fights before. The finish ability is going to be on Blackshear. In this one, his striking is getting better. I do think that he can get Cody Gibson out of there. So go ahead and give me fight not going the distance. I think he submits him in round 3 as well. Next fight taking place, Alexander Hernandez taking on Kurt Holobaugh. They got the over 2.5 set at a -210, under 2.5 +160. Alexander Hernandez, a 2-1 favorite. I can't trust him in this economy. Give me Kurt Holobaugh to win. And give me the over 2.5 as well. Yeah, give me the over 2.5 in this one. Next fight taking place, Chedi Njoku taking on Zaleski dos Santos in the co-main event. Santos the favorite, -2-1 on here. Capoeira fighter, likes to go out there and throw spinning stuff. He's going to have not the size advantage. He's not going to have the reach advantage, but he's going to have the overall better fight IQ. And I think he can take Chedi Njoku down and submit him. The over is at 2.5 rounds, and it's a -120, and the unders 2.5 rounds at a -110. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't see this one going the distance. I could see it finishing late second round. So give me the fight not going the distance in this one. Yeah. All right, next fight, man. Main event time. For all you guys out there, smash the like button for me. Hit the comments up for us real quick. We're giving you guys the best predictions on every single fight that's going to finish within 10 minutes. Marvin Vettori taking on Roman Dolidze in a rematch. Marvin Vettori is the favorite, minus 160 in here. He's dealing with this shoulder injury. The over 4.5 rounds is at minus 230. I think this one's going the distance in here, man. That's my best prediction on it. I lean Vettori, but then again, I don't think, man, having a 2-year layoff, you go in there, Roman Dolidze is going to keep coming forward and be yelling at you and stuff. I think Roman Dolidze might just get his hand raised in this one. I think the dog's live. All right, man. MMA locker room here. SuYoung, that is, with Tony Picks. We just went through all the fights and gave you which one's going to finish and which ones are going the distance. Let me know which ones you guys like, which ones you guys are betting on. See you guys same time next week.
This is Tony T here from Tony'sPicks.com. If you're looking for Mills's best bet and premium picks, be sure to click the link below in the description. It takes you right here to Mill's handicapper profile page where you can find his best bets and premium picks. Scroll down for Mills's packages. You'll see 1-day passes. Also, you'll see 3-packs as well as best bets. Are all 1-day pick packages are profit guaranteed. They must turn a profit or the credits used are returned to your account. That is profit guarantee. Scroll down further and you'll find Mills's long-term passes. These are not profit guaranteed because they're sold at such a discount. All long-term subscribers will receive members' plays by 11 a.m. Eastern Time, but our handicappers can work throughout the betting cycle looking for winners for our long-term subscribers. Late Steam feature will grant long-term subscribers picks throughout the betting cycle. Our handicappers can put in premium picks between 10 minutes and 2 hours of our game time. Those picks are tagged as Late Steam and emailed to you using the email used to sign up. Scroll further down, you'll find individual picks for sale, as well as a complete list of all of Mill's documented picks in our archive. All picks archived at Tony'sPicks.com, so you can verify all these results. So go ahead and get signed up.